Hello and welcome to How To For You. Today we're going to be changing out these stock window light switches for an aftermarket LED window and auto light switches. Before I begin, I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of context. So this is a 4th gen Toyota Rav4, and the way it came was it only had one switch of the car that went up and down as well as illuminates in the dark. Now what I did was temporarily I put these LED stickers, and they will work, but it has to be in the light and then immediately go into the dark for them to illuminate, and that just didn't really work, and it doesn't really look very good, and I don't know, it kind of looks tacky. But I found this company online called Car Trim Home, and I'll put a link in the description. And what they do is they make them just look exactly like this one, and they're auto up and down for all four, as well as illuminating for the driver, the passenger, and the 2 rear seats here. So what I'm going to do is just show you how to install them. And yeah, basically what I always just never understood about Toyota was, you know, they make really good products, they make great cars, but they always seem to really cheap out on certain things, kind of like these light switches. Like, I never understood why they would, like, for even their highest trim, like this is a platinum model, they only made like one switch illuminate as well as go up and down. And it just seems kind of like they do that on purpose, right? Like they want you to get their higher grade models, aka the Lexus, in order to do that. But anyway, I did find this company that's willing to make these, and it should be a really easy install. I'm going to show you how to do it. So to start off, the company does send you this trim tool that you get in the kit, and what you're going to first need to do is go to the driver's side door, open it all the way, and you want to start by propping this area open here. So this plastic piece here is where you're going to start. So it's real simple, kind of just comes up like this, and then you pull it out. And so as you can see, you have it fully exposed with the switch here and the cord. So I'm going to try to see if I can get a better angle and show you how to take this out. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to take these white clips here, and we're going to just slowly pull this out. There is a button right here that you want to pull out. It's probably going to take a little bit of maneuvering. So this can be a bit difficult. There you go. So you just got to push really hard and up specifically on this little piece, and that just slides out like that. So that's the first step we want to do. The next step is we're going to get a Phillips head, and we're going to take off all 3 of these screws here, and then we're going to replace this original piece. Here's the first one. Second, and the third, and so as you can see here, it just comes right out. We're going to keep this part, but this is the original switch, and yep, I'll show you the one that it replaces it with. It just came like this in the box, so it's exactly the same, but this one has auto that illuminates here, just like this one. These also light up. So unlike this one that just goes down, this goes up and down as well as illuminates. Same thing, we're gonna just put it back here. Make sure that sits in there, it looks good. Take our screws. And don't have to go super tight, just all the way. And that's 3. So it's now on there, looking good. Again, this will light up as well as this, and these, all these buttons are gonna light up. Love that sound. So I'm just gonna take it and go exactly back in the way it was. You wanna make sure that this is lining up the pins correctly. So that looks like it's in. It's snug all the way. So it's as easy as just putting it back. So that works. So that's good. So we know that switches are there. And it's as easy as repeating it on the other side. So I'll show you that right now. So we're gonna just pop this out. This one seems to be giving me a little bit of difficulty here. That one was really tough for coming out for some reason. Anyways, so this one, we have two switches here. And this one you're gonna need to pull that out like that. Let's see if we can get this one. It's all about being careful and slow on these. There it is. So it just takes a little bit of wiggling, being careful, going slow, but for this one it seems like the piece that you're gonna need, so with the kit it doesn't really come labeled or there's no instructions. It just kind of comes like this for the passenger side, and I will say there is a cord that attaches to it. I'll have to see how I gotta route this cord, and this piece looks like we have to take it out somehow, but I think I know it's this piece here that you push in and then lift up. There it is. That's that part, and then there's one on the back here. I'm gonna need to push in. There it is. So it seems like the passenger side's even more difficult, so that's frustrating, but just taking your time, being careful. So what I'm trying to figure out is, how does this work? I guess you just come in on the side here, and then this will have to just go like that. So we'll push this down. That's not really sitting. It's, there's that click. So I guess you got to go all the way to here, click. And again, you're just gonna have to finagle it. There it is. So those clips are kind of difficult, but it's in. And then looks like the clip is here. And again, listen for those clicks. And the other clip is, it's so frustrating, that one clipped back in. And the other one is right here. Yeah, the passenger side is much more difficult, just a heads up. So that's that one, and then if you can get this one out. There it is. Yeah, so just leave that there. And then I guess that cord just hangs like this, but just make sure that it doesn't get in the way. But pasture looks good, and always want to make sure that these are in there solid, so you know, if you're ever pulling on it or anything, it doesn't come out. That looks good, so we will just reinsert these back in. That's that first one, and it looks good. And there's that second one. And that all works. That sounds good, so just pop that back in. You want to be careful of this wire here. So I guess it's just going to hang loose, but that's okay. And that does look good. So at least we know the power lock switch works. We'll turn on the car later and try the auto. I'm going to move to the back. Same thing, just going along the sides here. I read online you should always start on the corners. Get that little crevice there. So it just slipped out pretty easy. So just do that one. Alright. And I can't really tell from the ones that I got because it looked like the back two are the exact same. They don't really mark them at all. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because that's one right there and then the other right here. I mean, they look the exact same to me. I don't think it really matters, so I'm just gonna put that in there and then see what happens. There it is. So it just takes a lot of leverage on this piece. You gotta push it in there real tight. Always listen for the click sound. There it is. So just gotta be real gentle, keep moving it. And then plug that back in. That's all good and tight. That's good, and we'll go to the other side. So let's start on that corner. I think the problem and kind of the solution at the same time with plastic is you can't force it, you can't rush it. You just got to take your time. Don't yank on something, be really gentle. You know, if something doesn't feel right, keep trying. Because the last thing you want to do is rip this and then break the housing. So I would say just always go as easy as you can. And there it goes. There it is. We're just going right back in. I think the trick with these back ones is you can see this, have that go in there and then finagle until you hear it. That seems to be the way to go. So that's that. And push it in there. Put it back on. So that's the installation process. Now let's give it a night view. Alright, so here we are in the car, nighttime view. I'm gonna start it up. Here are all the lights. And that's the passenger side. Driver's side. I guess you could say the color is a little bit different. It looks like it's a bit lighter blue here. It's darker blue. And then we'll check the back one. And then the other back one right here. And so looks like it's working. All up and down auto. That one's working, and the other one. And one thing I just wanted to mention real quick here, I think this is pretty cool. So I guess the way they set it up is, you know, the kill switch for the windows. If you engage it, it actually turns red, and then if you unengage it, it's blue. So something pretty cool. And yeah, other than that, everything else seems to be normal from what I guess the normal car settings are. But yep, you have the window switch here, you have the lock, unlock, and then all the autos there. So, and there you have it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.